Okay, now there's one more technique that I'm going to teach you. It's a very popular technique nowadays, and it's great for endurance. And what it is called is the swivel technique. The swivel technique is basically a way of transferring all the stress from one particular muscle in your ankles and shins and distributing it to different muscles around that area. So instead of always hitting your shins and your ankles, you're going to utilize your bottom of your foot by moving it back and forth, and that's going to spread the tension out and just help you go that much longer. So think of it as if you're lifting something, instead of always lifting with your arms, you're lifting with your legs and your upper body as well. It just helps spread the energy and the workload throughout your body. That's similar to what the swivel technique does. Let me show you how to develop it, and then let me show you how to apply it. Okay, so basically, you're going to start playing like you're normally playing, a 16th note, single stroke roll. Now you're going to notice that my ankles and my legs are all pretty much doing the same thing, going up and down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start swiveling the heel of my foot for every note to the left and to the right, just like this. Now I went a little bit extreme there just to get my idea across, and you'll see some of these drummers do it where they're only swiveling just a little bit, and all it's doing is it's helping to relieve some of that stress on that one muscle. Now if you don't want to move each note you hit, because it might be too fast, if you're playing something really quick you might think that that's a little bit too much, try doing it every other hit. This is what that looks like. Now again, I was doing it a little bit extreme, but you get the idea. And you can do this when you're going really fast, you can do this when you're going slow. You can only apply this when your legs start to burn. You might think, oh, it's too much, I'm going to start swiveling to try and relieve that tension. That's cool too. Whatever application you can find for it, this is a technique that I've seen a lot of drummers do. I've been developing it myself. It's great to use, especially when you're at that breaking point, and it just helps your overall playing when you get really tired. It's a great way to even it out. I'll show you what it looks like again with a beat. All right, so that's it for developing endurance. Any one of these exercises that you've learned, whether it's just a combination of different beats or maybe it's a specific hand-to-feet combo, all of those can be used to practice endurance. The main things you got to remember is to make sure you're playing it at a tempo where you're not going to burn out too fast. You're charting how long you can play each exercise for with our practice chart. And you're practicing to a click. You don't want to end up playing without a metronome, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to eventually slow down as you get further and further into each exercise. And that's not good. So try these concepts out. Try playing with the swivel technique, download that progress chart printed out, and start practicing some endurance. I'll see you around.